Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Craig and Dave channel with me, David Morgan. Now, imagine this. You're all set for a weekend getaway, your bags are packed, you're dreaming of that sweet escape, but then bam, you're stuck in a long queue at the airport because the check-in system has crashed. Sound familiar? Well, it should do, because it's a video we did a few weeks ago when a very similar thing happened. But in this case, the tech issue that caused a problem all around the world. This nightmare became a reality thanks to a global IT outage. It wasn't just travelers who were affected either. Banking, healthcare, and even emergency services felt the sting. And all of this chaos stemmed from a single software update. Yep, you heard me right. One little update. Today, we're diving right into why you need to be super careful about what you install on your devices. Even trusted companies can mess up and leave your tech life in a shambles. First, let's set the scene with what happened. CrowdStrike, a big name in cybersecurity, released an update for their antivirus software. Now, this isn't just any software, it's designed to protect Microsoft Windows devices from all sorts of nasty stuff like viruses and hackers. But in a twist of irony, this very software ended up causing more problems than it solved. Windows PCs around the world started flashing those dreaded blue error screens, you know, the ones that make your heart sink because you know something has gone terribly wrong, even if they do have a sad smiley emoji face. Now, imagine this happening on a massive scale. Flights were grounded because the systems that airlines rely on to check passengers in went kaput. Airports worldwide faced long queues, delays, and outright flight cancellations. It was like a tech apocalypse. Even places you wouldn't normally think of, like GP surgeries and pharmacies, were hit. Suddenly, something as simple as an antivirus update was at the center of a global fiasco, and it wasn't just a blip, it was a full-blown disaster. CrowdStrike's CEO George Kurtz stepped in to explain what went wrong. He reassured everyone that it wasn't a cyber attack or anything nefarious. Instead, it was a defect in the update that only affected Windows PCs. The fix? Well, it was as simple as deleting a single rogue file, but here's the kicker. The fix had to be applied to every single affected device manually. That meant that IT departments around the world had to roll up their sleeves and get to work rebooting computers in safe mode, up to 15 times in some cases. Worse than that, some of those PCs were in inaccessible locations, and some of the locations had hundreds, if not thousands of PCs that needed to be rebooted. Just imagine your entire school having to be manually reinstalled by your single IT technician. So what's the takeaway from all this? Well, it's simple. Be careful what you install. Even software from really reputable companies can sometimes go haywire. And it's not just about avoiding sketchy apps or software with bad reviews. Sometimes it's the stuff you trust the most that can catch you off guard. When you install software, you're giving it a certain permission. Now, these permissions can range from something as simple as accessing your camera and your microphone to reading your contacts or even controlling other parts of your system. It's like inviting someone into your house. You wouldn't just hand over the keys to a complete stranger, would you? Well, I hope not. Nan! Will you stop giving the keys to the milkman? There have been cases where seemingly harmless apps have turned out to be malware in disguise. For example, there have been apps that masqueraded as simple games or tools, but were actually collecting user data or installing spyware. In some cases, these apps even made it onto official app stores, passing through all of the security checks and balances. So it's not just about where you download from, but also about being vigilant about what you download and what permissions you give it. The CrowdStrike incident is a perfect case study. Here, we have a well-known company providing an essential service, cybersecurity, yet a single update caused chaos around the world. It goes to show that even the best intentioned software can have flaws, and these flaws can have far-reaching consequences. What can you do to protect yourself? For starters, always keep your software up to date, but do it wisely. Don't just click yes on every prompt without thinking, and if you're ever unsure, do a quick search to see if there have been any reported issues with the latest update. It's a small step, but it can save you a lot of trouble down the road. Brian, I really wouldn't give permission to that dodgy version of Adobe Photoshop you've downloaded. Told you. For businesses, the stakes are even higher. It's crucial to have IT professionals who can manage and monitor software installations and updates. Regular backups are a must. Now imagine if this CrowdStrike incident had led to data loss. It could have been absolutely catastrophic for businesses. Having a robust cybersecurity protocol is essential to handle situations like these, and importantly, companies need to communicate effectively with their users during such outages. Clear instructions and updates can make a world of difference. This whole episode also highlights the complexity of our digital world. The infrastructure that runs in the world we live in an interconnected world where a single software update can ripple out and affect systems globally, is shocking. In the end, this incident is a wake-up call. It's a reminder to stay vigilant and cautious. The tech world is constantly evolving, and with it, the challenges and risks we face. So next time you see that update notification, think twice before you click. And remember, in the world of tech, it's always better to be safe than sorry. To summarize this week, A flawed antivirus software update from CrowdStrike recently caused a global IT outage impacting sectors like travel, banking, and healthcare. The incident underscores the importance of being cautious with software installations, even from trusted companies. Users should carefully check permissions and be wary of updates, while businesses need strong cybersecurity protocols and clear communication during issues. This event highlights our dependence on complex digital systems and the necessity of vigilance in managing software. Well, that's it for today, folks. Stay curious, stay safe, and remember to be careful with what you install. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. See you all next time, and may your software updates be bug-free. Or may you use a Mac or something. I don't know.